South Africa is a country on the southernmost tip of the African continent, marked by several distinct ecosystems. It takes up 1.22 million square kilometers of space, or approximately 157,600 Volkswagen Golfs. That is, if my calculations were correct. When you think of South Africa, you could imagine the beautiful biodiversity and scenery. Some of you could think of all the crime, but one thing that you'll probably not think of is South Africa's illegal mining problems. And today I will tell you everything about the secret that South Africa doesn't want getting out. The Nutabui mine, near the coastal town of Kleinzee, was once mined by diamond giant De Beers, the largest of dozens of industrial mining operators who, for the best part of a century, formed the backbone of the region's economy. But over the past 20 years, rising operational costs and a dwindling supply of diamonds have made large-scale industrial mining increasingly unviable. The sector's steady decline has left a legacy of chronic unemployment in Namaqualand, but has also created opportunities for a growing number of desperate young men and women willing to tolerate hardships and dangers as they eke out a living in abandoned mines. Known locally as Zama-Zamas, they are considered illegal by the government. Yet here on South Africa's wild and diamond-rich Atlantic coast, residents say the number of Zama-Zamas has burgeoned in recent years, fueled by the lack of jobs, the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the rising cost of living, as well as by political and economic crises in the neighbouring countries. Earlier this year, South Africa's Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy, Gwed Mantashe, described illegal mining as a quote-unquote plague amid reports of rampant corruption, extortion and violence linked to Zama-Zama activity across the country, not only in relation to diamonds, but also to coal and other minerals such as gold and chromite. Once confirmed largely to the country's estimated 6,100 abandoned or ownerless mines, officials say illegal mining is increasingly spilling over into operational mines too. We dig down until we hit the bedrock, then we go sideways through this belt, says N-Cube, pointing at a band of rock and gravel on the side of the tunnel. This is where we find diamonds. In the past, they used hammers and chisels, but if you use a jackhammer, you can take out more rock, and then there are more diamonds for you. The miners have little in the way of safety equipment, and their tunnels are prone to collapsing. A little more than half a mile away from here, at the neighbouring Bontekoe mine, a simple granite plaque stands in the desert commemorating the miners who lost their lives in a particularly deadly collapse in 2012. Smaller accidents occur frequently and often go unreported. On international markets, the Zama-Zamas could fetch a substantial sum, but due to the illegal nature of their work, the Zama-Zamas have little bargaining power and are forced to sell their finds to black market buyers for a fraction of their true value. As quoted, "They buy diamonds like you're buying sweets. You get people buying diamonds for 100 rand. That's about $5.50. However, South Africa are aware of this. Police raids are frequent. In one major operation, a combined force of police and other law enforcement bodies, backed by 2 helicopters and a spotter plane, raided the Nutabui site, arresting over 100 people and confiscating 130 generators and 121 jackhammers, along with other equipment. But within days, mining activity had resumed, and it's still ongoing. Now we just have to wait and see what the South African government will do next. Please share this video so that more people learn about the things that are happening in the world that often go undocumented. Thank you for watching.